What country seems dangerous but really isn't? Everywhere is dangerous and everywhere is safe. There is a scene in Generation Kill that sums this up. Or fake most people in America right now think of Iraq as a dangerous country. Now, if I were to stand up, I might get killed. But to us, behind this wheel it's pretty safe. So to us, Iraq is a safe country. Right here, I feel pretty safe. Do you feel safe? Right, pretty safe, I guess. .lt fix C. It's all relative, basically. Depends where you are in that country. Parts are dangerous and parts are safe. Vietnam. For a lot of older Americans, its symbolism outweighs the changes it's gone through over the past 50 years. East Asia and had to reroute her trip due to some instability in another country. And her uncle and I had a good laugh about how she was like, just to be on the safe side. Let's go to Hanoi instead. Australia. Our saltwater crocodiles are bigger and more aggressive than Africa. Now they are miles away. Hardly anybody is stupid enough to go out into crocodile territory. It's safe here. Low gun crime. Thinking Australia is dangerous is like thinking all Asians know martial arts. Zambia and Botswana. White guy gets lost following his satanic damn Google Maps and winds up in a Zambian shanty town. Cut out to ask directions. Everyone speaks near fluent English and are super helpful providing directions. Have to be comfortable with the occasional emperor scorpion migration though. China. A lot of people assume that you will just get arrested simply for being an American or other Western tourist. The government do not care about your average show tourist. You ain't that special. Lived here for 5 years and felt much safer than my home country. The US. I see on threads and articles online how people are afraid to visit here because of rampant gun violence. Unless you're going to visit the hood, your odds are incredibly remote you'd even see or hear a gun here, much less be threatened with one. But it's much safer than other European countries. Girls can walk at night without problem. Never hear someone was robbed at gun or knife point. Most dangerous things happening is drunk bar fights. The USA. Most of it. Anyway, there are dangerous parts of specific cities, but it's not the bullet-riddled, cracked-out wasteland media outlets make it out to be. If you're not in a gang or doing drugs, you're pretty safe. Mexico. Sure, there are parts run by cartels where I'd prefer to avoid, but most of Mexico is a lovely place to visit and the people are super nice. I felt safer on vacation in Mexico than I did in Florida. Transylvania. Anytime I go there I never get attacked by vampires, but the nurses at the hospitals are really aggressive with getting blood samples like, why did you need your mouth for that? The Philippines, especially our big cities. The most crime you'll likely encounter here as a tourist is divided between being scammed by a hooker and being scammed by police. The US is very safe. I'm sure I'll get flamed for saying this, but unless you're a drug dealer or have a super crazy ex, your chances of being a victim are extremely low. Australia. Everyone complains about a wildlife killing you, but as long as you're in more urban areas, there's not much to worry about. I rarely see big bugs either. I was worried as hell when I went to Turkey having seen Midnight Express, but it is a wonderful country with pleasant people and would recommend 10/10. Cambodia. People who haven't been there still seem to think it's some Khmer Rouge hellscape, when it's currently one of the safest places you can visit. Geographically, Jordan appears to be in the midst of a danger zone, but it was safe enough to be visited by the amazing race less than 2 years ago. South Korea. It's a very safe place, but to my friends and family, aren't you scared about North Korea? Nothing is going to happen. Kazakhstan. Traveled for 3 weeks last year. Canadian woman. Never felt unsafe. People are so friendly and helpful. Had an amazing time. Lebanon pre-current conflict. I took an American friend. He was scared shitless and by the end of the trip he couldn't wait to go back. The US. Most of the country has extremely low crime rates. They're just offset by a number of areas that are really fucking bad. Uganda. Beautiful country and great people doing their best with limited infrastructure. Just don't be a gay person there. Taiwan was called the most dangerous place on earth recently, which feels so strange and disconnected as I'm living here. Vatican City in 1998, it had the highest murder rate in the world, but it has gotten a lot better since then. Pretty much every country has dangerous parts and safe parts, so it's kind of hard to answer this question. Jordan, surrounded by danger, at least. Incredible country with kind people. I would love to go back. So basically most of the whole world is actually pretty, though the news says otherwise. Serbia, Bosnia, Albania, and the rest of the Balkans. It isn't civil war in the 90s anymore. Northern Ireland, the troubles have long since faded, and it has a vibrant city centre. Australia, the creepy crawlies here aren't that bad as everyone makes them seem. Albania, wonderfully beautiful country with an extremely friendly populace. Rwanda is extremely safe. It has a stable government and a low crime rate. Romania seems dangerous, but violent criminality is pretty low. Haiti, no, just kidding. Stay the fuck out of Haiti.